Alright, hello guys, and welcome to another episode of All the Mods 9. It's raining. It is raining. But today's a really good episode because we're actually going to get started on doing some bees today, and it looks like it is nighttime. Let me go sleep real quick. Oh, foolish me, I forgot I had a sleeping bag again. So we're gonna do some bees today. We've had Silk Touch for a while now, and I mean, that pretty much means we've kind of had no reason to not do it. So, yeah. Hey, look, rainbow. That's a nice way to start the episode. Nice little rainbow. So we're going to be using some cherry wood for the build here. I'm just going to set up a little frame real quick, and then we're going to actually go ahead and get some bees. And you know what? No, I'm not just going to set up the frame. I'm gonna set up the build. We're gonna set up a little dome for the bees, and that's gonna be where our bees are gonna live. I think eventually what I'm gonna do with this is I'm gonna make like one dome, and I'm just gonna have little tunnels attaching them, and I'll have different types of bees living in different areas. And I think that's what I'm gonna end up doing to separate them out, to organize them and just get breeding proper and stuff like that. And then, yeah, it's going to be really nice for the future. So, but for now, I'm just going to set up one dome for all the bees because we don't have a ton yet, and we'll worry about the rest later. So I'm not going to get too complicated with this. I'm kind of just going to set up a little dome type shape. I'm just going to do a little bit of explanation on camera here. So we'll go ahead and do like a 7. So 5, 6, 7, 1, 7. Okay, cool, good. And then we'll do one like this. 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, bam, 1, 2, 4. Just like that, and then there we go. And then we'll strip all the logs. And there we go. All right, so we got all those set up. We'll go ahead and turn a bunch of these into planks. Quite simply. Put it up like this. We'll have a little door frame right here. Boom. Just like that. Yeah, I like that. I think pink's just a nice fun look for this. And speaking of pink, my wife has actually joined this world on LAN a little bit. We finally got our LAN worlds working correctly, and yeah, so she's gonna be hanging out every once in a while. I probably won't have her like in a call with me super often, but you'll notice we got these firefly jars. Those are actually from her going to the Twilight Forest, and she did some stuff in there. I told her that we shouldn't do any bosses unless we're doing them together. So look forward to that in the future. Maybe eventually we will do some Twilight Forest boss fights together. So leave that in the comments below if you want to see some good content with me and my wife. Um, but honestly, the reason why I'm not going to be recording with her in calls super often is because it's difficult to record with other people in the sense of like making edited content. And if you've done any edited content before, you probably understand what I'm saying. It just ends up being a lot more time consuming, um, having to edit around other people's conversations as well as your own. Because when you edit and you make cuts, you want to um, not cut out at like a bad time. You know what I mean? Like, you can't just cut at any time because you might be cutting someone off mid-sentence. And I guess maybe that's just something that I just need to get over um, as a YouTuber, but in my opinion, I just find it very difficult to do that because it's kind of like talking over people. Like, I don't want to talk over people in the same way as I don't want to make cuts while my friends or my wife are mid-conversation. So, yeah. So that's why that ends up being more difficult, and I have a hard time sticking to things when it takes a lot of editing time. So that's kind of the reason why I don't record with people super often. That being said, I'm still willing to record with people, and you probably will see me recording with people. But it's just a little bit more challenging for me, so I'm probably not going to do it as often as, like, recording by myself. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed that little conversation. I like to be real with you guys, and I like talking about my YouTube experience because this channel is growing very quickly, and if it does end up growing super big one day, I want people to be able to go back to this series and be like, this guy was talking about this when he had 100 subscribers, and now he's at 1,000 or whatever, and be able to get the advice from that from the perspective of someone who's still working on growing. So I think that's a really important perspective to have, and it's not something that is talked about super often on YouTube. You kind of just like, you hear some things that, I don't know if I want to use deep sleep for this. Anything else that I can use? I don't want to go Blackstone either. I could use Tough. That might be interesting. Try that out. I know you can make like tough bricks with this mod pack. We have some fire essence. Oh, take the fire thing out. Okay. Only need like 16? Yeah, that sounds right. So let's do this. Oh wait, I need even less than that because it goes like 16 is for that. I'll finish what I was saying after I'm done with this. Give me a second. Gotta focus. And fire essence is over here. I really need to label these. Oh wait, I put some in here as well. More of those. Boom. There we go. Okay. Yeah, people just kind of, they make it at some point, and then you never really hear from them at that point because they've already made it. People don't really talk about their experience while they're growing very often. So that's something that I definitely want to focus on because I want everyone to have a chance to have an experience like this. And, you know, it very well may be that this channel does not grow any further, and I could care less because I'm already enjoying this so much that I don't really need anyone else to define my experience. And looks like my wife actually moved stone cutter, so I'm gonna have to find that real quick. No, actually, it was me. I put the stone cutter in my backpack. So it was entirely me. It was no one else. Okay, so now I can make some tough bricks. Look at that. Let's see how that looks. I also just realized that I went on an entire tangent about YouTube, and I didn't even explain why this being pink is relevant at all. And it's because my wife really likes pink things, so she's really gonna like this B-Dome, and she's asleep right now, so she's gonna see this before you guys see it. But she's gonna wake up in the morning, and I'm gonna show her this, and she's gonna be like, "Oh, it's so cute," because it's nice and pink. And honestly, you know, it might be the lighting. I'll wait to make like a full judgment, but honestly, I kind of like how this looks. I don't have a ton of depth in this build, but I wanted to make this build simpler to give myself a little break because this build is really, really in depth and it has a lot of detail to it. And honestly, I was kind of getting burnt out building that because of how crazy in depth it is. So I did not need to grab this many tough bricks. Maybe we could do like a little foundation around the edge here. I wonder if that would look good. Okay. Slept, and I don't know if I've actually showed this to you guys yet, but this is the building tool. It's very, very helpful. Also, I should get some grass in there. Just throw that around real quick. one piece of grass at least in there, because I'm just gonna have grass in here, and that's so I can like grow some flowers and stuff. But I'm gonna put this foundation around, and we'll see how that looks. So this is the exchanging gadget. I don't know if I've shown this to you guys yet, but this tool is really, really, really helpful. It's from the Building Gadget mod, Building Gadget 2 mod, made by Direwolf, and holy crap, this thing is so helpful. And I do like this, so I think I'm going to go ahead and switch out all of the edges for tough bricks. All right, so there we go. We got some stuff switched out. Now all that's left to do is we got to do the ceiling. I do mostly want to do it with glass. I think I'll go ahead and I want to incorporate a different wood color. I think spruce would go really well with this. Let me see what kind of choices we have. Unfortunately, we haven't gotten mangrove or anything like that, although I'm pretty sure that would clash with this anyways. I think what I'm going to go with right now. Ooh, actually, I have a better idea. Okay, so I actually made these cherry rooftops earlier for this build, but I want to see how it would look on this build. I don't know if it's actually going to fit what I'm going for here, but we're going to go ahead and try it out real quick. Also, I've been doing this recently. I accidentally made this an even number. It honestly, it still looks fine, but technically it's not. It's an oval, not a circle, but I don't think that should be an issue. I just thought it was interesting that this happened to be twice now. Anyways, let's go ahead and take a look at this angle real quick. Okay. So we got this going. I don't know if this is going to work. Let's see how it looks if I just put the logs right here as well, because that's what I'm going to have to do. I bet it would look better if I extended it out. Yeah. I think that would be ideal for this. So I need to extend this out one block. Building's hard, guys. You ever hear me say that? I definitely haven't said it enough. Might have to go with just a little bit more simple roof, or maybe just can I make cherry log stairs? No. What are my uses here? So we got gates. Wait, actually, I haven't tested this. Can I put the roofs like this? Placed it wrong. Oh, okay. I can place the roofs like this. Okay, this changes everything. Okay, I can definitely do this. This is totally doable. Also, Builder's Tool Part 2. Boom. And boom. And boom. Perfect. So now we can extend the roof all across the edge, and it should just work out perfectly. Oh, that is so nice. It works exactly like stairs. I can't believe I didn't try this earlier, but yeah, this looks so much better. I thought that these were a bit more restrictive, but yeah, there we go. And honestly, so I think I might do like one more layer of this up, and then I will just do the glass rooftop top. Also, I've had 2 of these moons happen in a row, and every time I see the text, I'm just worried it's going to be a blood moon, and I do not want to deal with that. That just sounds like such a pain. Actually, I know it's a pain because I played multiplayer Aldemods 9, and It's so ridiculous. You don't. It doesn't let you sleep through it either. Which, to be fair, I guess if you could sleep through it, then it wouldn't really be a challenge at all, because then you could just ignore it and be like, oh, no more blood moon. We just sleep now. Blood moon means nothing. Yo, these guys are intruders, man. They just do not care about personal space. Personal space means nothing to the llamas. All right, we got a few more. I'm really, really liking how this is turning out. This is awesome. You guys might not like it that much, but yo, it's my world, and I love building with these roof blocks. Like, I can just tell that when I come down, it's just gonna look so much better than stairs would. This Macaw's roofs mod is awesome. Like, let me just take a step back. Oh yeah, this is beautiful. Now, what I could do, I'm not gonna do it this episode, but I could do it in a future episode. But I could make the roof like pink glass instead of just regular glass, and that would just fit the theme so well. But I think for now I'm just gonna stick with regular glass because that is what we got going for us. Oh yeah, I guess I didn't mention these skeleton horses. Yeah, so I mean, if you guys have seen these before, you probably know what they're from. But basically, we had a thunderstorm and my wife was on, and I was like, "Hey, what? Hey, love, you ready for this?" And because I saw there was a skeleton horse just sitting right there, and she was like, "Ready for what?" And I walked like 1 inch closer to it, and lightning struck, and the horseman appeared. She was like, "What the heck?" She's never seen it before, so she was so surprised. I've actually never seen it before, in like I've never seen it happen before, so it was pretty surprising for me too. But yeah, it was pretty interesting, especially like seeing her reaction to it because she didn't even know it was in the game. So it's just one of those things. It was a great moment to experience. All right, so we finished up that little bit. I think now the last thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and line this real quick. The tough bricks in the pattern that we have been doing, and then last thing left to do is just fill it in with glass, and then we'll be good. All right, there we go. That's the finishing touches for the stone bricks. And I actually think we're going to have to get the bees next episode because I am running out of time for this episode, unfortunately. But we'll go ahead and put a door on it to make it nice and official. Of course, we gotta top it off with the pink door. You can't go without the pink door. The pink door is just the way to go. But yeah, so that's gonna go ahead and end off this episode. Next episode, we're gonna fill this up with a nice glass rooftop. We don't have enough glass right now, so that's kind of the main reason why I'm not finishing this up. But we'll fill this with the glass roof, and then we'll get the bees in there, and then we'll start to get a nice bee setup going. We're gonna try and get some redstone bees bred up, and it's going to be super awesome. But for now, I will see you guys next time. Bye bye.